Okay, scholars, so many of you have this I can write to 120 in both white and in orange. The orange one we're going to use to create math manipulatives, or 10 rods and ones, so that we can practice showing numbers using tens and ones. So I'm going to do a quick demonstration of how we're going to cut this out. First, we're going to start by writing a number 1 on each of the rows. I'm going to start at the very top. I'm going to put a 1 there. That's where our normal 1 would be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to write a 10 right here. That way I know that this from here to here is a 10. I'm going to write a 1 on each of these just to remind myself that these are all the start of a 10 rod. That will help me when I'm cutting it out. Okay, so once you have your numbers written all the way down here, you get to cut straight up on this line here. And you can actually cut off the top where it says I can write to 120. Cut that off. Then you're going to cut up the other side. And you can be doing this along with me. I'm not going to need those, so I'm going to set them over here. I'm also going to cut off the bottom where those little words are. And now this looks like it's almost a 100 cube, but because there are 120 squares here, I'm going to only cut out 10 straight across. So I'm going to cut from the line from starting at the 1 straight across the bottom to the 10, just like this, all the way to the end. And there you have your first long or 10. I'm going to keep going and doing the same thing. I'm always going to start at the 1 and cut straight across to the edge. Now I have 2 or 20. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That leaves me with these extra 2 10s that I'm going to set aside for right now because I'm going to do something with those in just a minute. I'm just going to check and make sure that I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, or 10 10s. So you should have 10 of these, and each one has 10 blocks in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Once you have that, you can squish all those together for now, and maybe you've got a paper clip or somewhere special you can keep those. We're going to work with them through the next several weeks. And now you're going to take your other 2 strips, and this one you can also cut, make a 10 out of it, but then we're going to turn this into ones, a little 1 cube. So you can just cut each one of those apart until you have 20 little squares. And that is how we're making our math manipulative so that we can work from home.